And I didn't know that we would be using an owl and I'm doing this for a couple different reasons. The first reason is because I'm outgrowing, or I have outgrown my room quite a while ago, and I'm going to be moving, but it's going to be a long process, so I have a little while. The second reason is because it's quiet, and I just unloaded my phone, so I have lots of room to take this video and edit it. So, like I said, I am filming on my phone. I did one in the past on my camera, and it really didn't work that well, so yeah, we're going to try this and see how it works. This is my current craft room. It's a spare bedroom on the main floor, the only floor of my house besides my basement. And it's a 10 by 13 room. So let's get going. This is the entry door. And on the back of the entry door, I have some bags hanging with some existing little knobs that were there. And then some posters or vinyl from my favorite movies. Let's move some out of the way. I have Hogwarts behind my Disney and Universal passes. And then I have a Hunger Games. And that is, again, the main door. These ceilings are 93 inches or 96 inches, like 8-foot ceilings, which is significant because I'm sacrificing my 96-inch ceilings and my big windows for a bigger room. So here I have some peacock feathers that I was gifted from wedding decorations somebody had. Haven't done anything with those yet. I have my tape measure because I'm always measuring things. And then these shelves here, you have to excuse the dust. There is dust. These shelves here are 063 aluminum shelves that I actually made. I work in manufacturing, and I made those shelves. I use these jars for my beads. These jars are from the wedding section at Michael's, and I have them in rainbow color. It's kind of dark over here. Let me see if I can turn the flash on. There we go. So it's kind of dark over here. Again, excuse the dust. I think I have the dustiest house in the world. But those are rainbow colored beads. And again, those are custom made little aluminum shelves that I screwed in. You can see there, right into the laminate. That is my James Dean light switch cover I have had for years and years and years. And we'll just start at the top of every section and work our way down. There's my daughter. Sorry for the glare. She graduated high school last year, and that is her picture. Her pictures from like kindergarten all the way through. Up on top of these are mini closet made cubicles, the ones with the Stampin' Up products in them. As far as I know, they don't make them anymore. The openings in those are about, I want to say, a little more than 6 by 6, maybe an 8 by 8. So not the 12 by 12s or the 11 by 11s or 13 by 13s. On top of that, I have some big glass jars. They kind of look like cookie jars. Those are from the dollar store. I have some little memorabilia up there. In those jars are buttons and some handmade melted perler beads. They're supposed to be like enamel dots, but handmade. I have a little basket from when my daughter was born. It says some memorabilia in there. I have a mini album from Roshonda George. So I was in a scrapbook swap group, and we exchanged like junk journal mini albums. I have my 2 skeleton decor that I love from Michael's. I got them on clearance after Halloween. Some little pumpkins to go along with those that I made out of polymer clay. There's another button jar back there. And then some miscellaneous inks. I have the Millennium Crayola set from gosh knows how long ago. And then there's a calligraphy set up there in that wooden box that I've never used. Okay, so for the closet made mini shelves themselves, I have some VersaFine and Ranger ink pads, my alcohol inks. I have this little rose gold basket that I got at Walmart that has my cards in it that I've made and some that I bought. And then obviously Stampin' Up! Stamps. The CD cases fit really good in there. And on top of here I have my alcohol inks, which is fairly new for me. The Stampin' Up! Markers, those are the watercolor markers, I think. And then more Stampin' Up! Stamps. These are all the Stampin' Up! Stamps I have. And the Stampin' Up! Ink pads, which is, I don't think there's any, like, of the color, seasonal colors in there, but it is all the standard colors. And then I made these ink pad holder. These are the Distress Oxides, and these are all the large size Distress inks that I have. I made those off of a file that I found free online, and I will link that below. And that was, I made those on my Cameo. And then here I have another one of those rose gold baskets. Book from my favorite author, some journals, some traveler notebooks, and then some little like post-it notes and stuff in there. And then here is my second set of the Gorgeous Girls mini stamps. I have 2 of those. The other one I'm sure we'll come across. I can't remember where I put it because it wouldn't fit there. And then here is my threshold. This one's not a threshold. This one I got, this was a Ashton and Croft, I think. And it is no longer available. It was at the Lowe's, but Threshold has some too, and those are at Target. And I don't know that they have this 4x4 size, but they have a 3x3, and I'll show you those in a minute. I do not have any IKEA furniture in here because we just recently got an IKEA in my state, and I haven't actually been there yet. So these baskets are from Walmart. I house my 8x8 graphic 45 pads there, and you can see that I had to keep this accessible because the thermostat's back there. And then this one is a totally Tiffany storage for washi tape. And I have one washi tape here. Each one of these are full, and then I have another place where I store washi tape, which I am going to destash very soon. I have boxes ready to go, and we'll come across those too. So these are my Stampin' Up! Pattern papers, 12x12 Stampin' Up! Pattern papers. I purchased just a few on from Stampin' Up! Demonstrators that I've been to their classes, but I bought a lot. There was a big D-stash that I bought online from Amanda Schneider. She's a YouTuber. And yeah, so I have those products there. This is where I keep my 52-point chipboard, except for my black is down, and I'll show you where that is. Miscellaneous. These are specialty papers. I have some shiny glitter paper and some core paper, like the core is a different color that you sand. It's called sandables. And then just an array in sort of rainbow color. And then here's my 12x12 black, white, and cream, because those are the colors that I use most. And these 12x12 storage containers are from a brand called Doris. Before Michael's bought the Ohio Pac-Tans, the Doris brand had these in stock, so I bought as many as I could before they closed down or sold out. Then I have all my Project Life my Project Life albums. In the next set, I do have some more. My finished projects are in a different space because I can't fit it in here. And I organized them kind of by color and not by what's in them or by date, because I like it better this way. And then none of these are technically done, so I put labels on all of them, temporary labels, until I can figure out whether or not that's what I want to do. Then this, I told you that I didn't have any IKEA, and I fibbed a little bit because these covers here are IKEA covers. They're like door covers. And they're not for this unit, so they didn't fit perfectly, but they fit well enough. So this is my Overflow Graphic 45. Those are my older collections. And they're all in either individual containers by collection or by still just like a 12 by 12. So there's one Graphic 45. These are miscellaneous collections. Again, the 12 by 12 containers. I didn't need these 12 by 12 containers, but I bought them because I knew that I wouldn't be able to access them later. This is more Graphic 45 by collection from before I was on the ASC design team. I used to get the complete, I really wanted all bundles from Photobella. Okay, going on to our giant built-in here. I don't say it's giant, but it is a good size. There were lots of built-ins in this house, and it's from 1963. So lots of built-ins, and the color matches the color of the rest of the woodwork in the house. So this built-in here, I'll go through one by one. And then my cart also I'm going to pull out so you guys can see what's in there. And of course, I got carpet, so it's not the easiest to pull out, but here is some Overflow artwork. That is a painting I did. It's kind of stuck behind here. I would like to display some of my paintings. I have some more downstairs, and that is something from 2008 trip we took to, it's me and Madison, the trip we took to Las Vegas, so just a little bit of memorabilia. So in this built-in, the shelves are adjustable, but I never have adjusted them. The Cameo 2, I think that's the Cameo 2 up there next to my laminator, and some little acrylic drawers from the dollar store that have paper clips and stuff like that in them. This set of drawers here was this bright pink color. If you can see, I used decoupage to make that blend a little more. I don't have a lot of bright colors in my room. My room is tan and the furniture is black, and that's the way I intend to keep it. This is a Newt Scamander stationery set. And then the 2 Cricut cartridges that I have left are in these bins, these undershelf bins from Bed Bath & Beyond. I have 2 of those. And the Cricut cartridges, like I said, this is some plushies from Disney. I have my Cricut under there. This is my Cricut under here. In the bag, I don't use my Cricut very often. I don't like the design space. So, and then my Cuttlebug plates and some 3D rose shaping molds, which I really like. These little containers over here are from Joann's. They're like 6 inches long or so, maybe 8 inches long, and they have some pre-stamped sentiments, my tabs that I use in my albums, and then this little basket up here. I got a whole bunch of these, but I don't have anywhere to put them, so right now they're housed in the basement. And those are my I cut out extra Distress Ox and Distress Oxide and ink pad holders. So that's what those are. So I can cut some more later or put them together. On this shelf, I start my stamp collection. I have my Tim Holtz stamp platform. These are some journals. And I have, in the original packaging, these are Greeting Farms stamps here. Let me turn off the brightness here. It's not glaring. I have Lavinia stamps 1 and Lavinia stamps 2. This is all 8.5 by 11 Stampin' Up! Paper, with the exception of this is just black paper, black, white, and gray paper down there. So this shelf was completely full with the 8.5 by 11 paper in the magazine holders. Those are just normal magazine holders that you get at Walmart. But my stamp collection outgrew the original bottom section there, and I had to move paper, and I moved it to the other side of the room. These containers are from Target in the bathroom section. They're called Smoky. No, I have the smoky color ones. They're gray, but these are normal color. I have a doggy join me. Hi, babies. Hi. I may have to. So, yeah, I have a junk journal. This is the junk journal that I'm currently, let me turn it, there we go. This is the junk journal that I'm currently using. And if I get cool packaging or anything like that, I'll put it in the junk journal. More Grading Farm stamps, heartfelt stamps. I have my 6x6 Echo Park. It's Harry Potter inspired, Witches and Wizards. I have my 6x6 and my ephemera tags and stuff there because I can't find my 12x12s. And I wanted to put them together, but I can't find them. So they're sitting there until I find them. I have my one Stamping Bella stamp, and then the rest of these are Gorgeous Girls stamps. They're the larger ones. I have all Graphic 45 stamps here, which they don't make anymore. And then just a couple Whimsy stamps and a Stamperia, or Stamperia, all in this bin. And again, these are the bathroom bins from Target. They fit really nice. I have some more Graphic 45 and some CC Design stamps here. And then more Graphic 45 and the Heartfelt Creation stamps that go with those shaping molds up there. And then this little nook here is where I keep my cart. So let's go over my cart. This is a cart that you get from Michael's. It has the option to have another rack hanging here, but it just wasn't what I needed. I know. And I may have another friend coming. Hi, King. So I seen this on a Facebook group, the craft organization, 52 Weeks of Craft Organization. It says anything from the trolley deer. And then I have a little pumpkin, and that is a nod to Harry Potter, of course. And then on top here I have some project specific stuff. Well, it's supposed to be project specific, but it's for an old project. I have a cup full of scissors, and that's an old coffee cup my daughter made me. Lots of adhesive on top here, and some punches that I use a lot. I also have just some ephemera, some flowers, some score tape, my guillotine trimmer in there. When I'm working on a project, I'll keep my other trimmer and my scoreboard in there. Here's some punches, my favorite We Are Memory Keeper punches hanging from, let me walk over here, hanging from the hooks there on that side. Okay, and then since the bottom of this isn't extremely accessible, I have stuff down there that I don't use too often. That's my refills for my ATG gun, some score tape, a giant bottle of Undo that I got from Amazon, and then some more adhesive in these containers. I have a dog that likes to eat things, so I have to keep things in containers. So there is my little cart organization, and except for the top, it's not something that I move around unless I'm working on a project and I have the top loaded with goodies. Oh, I do like this little section over here. I keep my go-to adhesives and scissors and stuff in there. Again, if I'm working on a project and I have it next to me. There's my little cart. Okay, so now for this bottom portion here, which is basically like an overflow because the cart is in front of it. And a lot of times I have other stuff stacked in front of it over here. This just holds actually some empty binders, some laminate sheets, some miscellaneous tutorial, written tutorials. There's cards, my cuddle bugs under here, some paper punches, my sticker paper thing, and then some planners. My planner stuff used to be under here, but I'm going to purge a lot of the planner stuff, and then the rest of it I'll probably put back in here. Some bags and stuff like that in there. So nothing real interesting under there, and the stuff that I want to keep out of sight. All the extra binders come from when I had my stamps stored in the binders, but didn't really care for that storage solution. Okay, so I'm going to move my cart out of the way because we're going to take on this section of the room next. And momento. So we're going to start up top there. There's my paper engineer sign. My friend made me that years and years ago, probably close to 10 years ago. And that is a decoupage. She made it with her Cricut when she first got it. On the windowsill here, we have some miscellaneous stuff. Some paper balloons that I had made. I have a tutorial for those. Some more of those dollar bin acrylic drawers. A card that Chantel made from the ASC Facebook group. I have a miniature graphic 45 hanging out there waiting to be completed. There's some paper scraps in there. I'll show you my paper scrap storage. Little mini file folders, another balloon, and this Totally Tiffany organizer, which I haven't put to great use because I don't really have anywhere to put it. And then my Nuvo drops on the top. And then we'll start here. This is a project that I have in process. This is typically where I put my laptop when I'm using my Cameo 4. I think that's the 4. And this one usually goes on the floor in front of those doors that I was telling you about. So this tall item right here is from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to say it's about 4 foot tall maybe. And if you have the choice, I would recommend the Alex brand because the Hobby Lobby brand is not the best as far as structure goes. I do like the fact that it has this piece of wood in the back so you can't see what's in the drawer, but I don't know if that's an issue with the Alex drawers or not. The top drawer here has some of my technical stuff, CDs for my printer, refills for my Canon selfie, refills for the Polaroid, some Memorex cards, and the sprocket. And then I start, these are all beads and such. Now my decorative beads are over there, so these are mostly charms and the eye pins and stuff that you need for them. I just have a miscellaneous one that's not open there. And then these, when my craft store was going out of business, I got a whole bunch of these on clearance, and then they all have lids, but I don't put the lids on them because then I can't see them. I like the storage solution because if I need something, I can come over, I can grab it out of here, or I can, on the other hand, go and just take what I need with me. So I have those. Some more charms in here. And when I was telling you about, it's not built the best, it doesn't have any drawer pulls, drawer slides. I got some miscellaneous jars I just threw in there because I just got those. And then it goes back pretty far. There's no stops on the drawers either, so you could technically pull them all out. I don't think this is going to go back in my craft room because, like I said, I'm not happy with the quality of it. I'll probably just put it somewhere else in the house and be frustrated with it somewhere else. These are the lids for the different... I just put them in there so I would have them if I change my mind. I have a set of these containers which were in the wedding section at Michael's that I'm not using yet, but I probably will. And this is what I'm talking about. The drawers don't want to go back in. Okay. And then that one fell. You can see, look, do you see what happened there? It's because there's no rail on one side. And yeah, I don't recommend this unit from Hobby Lobby, just saying. There's some more charms, different things. There's my glass jars where the other ones have to go. Some more. There's the rest of the lids back there. I got some empty spaces. Always good to have. Then in here is all my wood, veneer, and some other things in these containers. I got some flatback pearls and such in there. And then in the bottom is my sequins and my brads in the same containers. And you can see that drawer didn't go back in all the way either, so you have to wiggle it. Love the way it looks, not happy with the quality. Okay, so next is on top of this Martha Stewart unit is a Cameo. These are Home Depot they have these at Home Depot, and they are Martha Stewart, but the last time I checked, all they had is like green ones. So I don't know if they're still available. She had a whole line of craft furniture, and this is one of them. It's one of the most expensive pieces in my room. And on top of here, I just have some of those iris containers that have scrapbook paper in them and collections. This is my next design team box. I have to do a haul on there. Behind here, I keep some bigger posters. That's one that my daughter drew. And my extra like backdrops and stuff. So in this unit, I have photo storage, which those are the iris containers with the individual photo storage in there, and all my Project Life stuff. And that's what these are. These plastic bins were from those metal carts, and they just kind of fit. I can pull these out if I want. I could actually pull out the whole drawer if I wanted, but I also have some foam and miscellaneous stuff. They have these cute little pull-outs in the side, and some rulers and just some miscellaneous stuff in there. There's some paper dots and pens, labeling stuff. Okay, now for the drawers, they pull out really easy. And my favorite part of this are these drawers. The dividers are like modular, so you can take the dividers out and change it. This is kind of like my adhesive drawer. There's a few other things in there, but mostly adhesives. I have some stamps and stuff in here. And then the bottom, again, is all Project Life stuff. And these containers here are the iris containers for the photos, and I have those organized by color, and they're ephemera and cut aparts and stuff like that. So there's that. These baskets here, I bought 4 of these baskets on clearance at Michael's. You can see that in my Michael's haul. And these house my current projects. So I need a place for these in my new craft room. So yeah, I'm planning on making a shelf that will fit these baskets. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it long ways or not. But besides that, the only thing that is behind there is one of those leather containers, and it just has ribbon and lace scraps in it. Okay, so let's start with this unit here. These are the threshold units from Target. There's a 3x3 stacked on top of a 3x3, which they don't recommend. And then I think this is one of the Allen and Roth ones here that I got from Lowe's before. And these are the 13x13. So again, no IKEA because I don't have an IKEA, so no Kallax units. Over here, I had a little bit of extra space. I keep my exercise mat in there, and then some board, foam board and stuff like that. One of the reasons why I'm moving craft rooms is because basically everything in this 10x13 room is just paper crafting. So I have a lot of crafts downstairs, including my book nook and miniature building materials and painting and polymer clay and stuff. So up at the top of these two units here, I have some photo storage boxes which have photos in them. I have these containers that I got from Target last spring, and they house my ribbon, lace, paper flowers. There's some miniature stuff in the middle, and then more ribbons and lace and paper flowers. And then these 3 units here are all full of the newer Graphic 45, and those are the Stampin' Storage paper holders, the 12x12 paper holders that fit in the IKEA, and they also fit in the threshold unit. So I'll probably get some more of those so I can put more Graphic 45 in them and paint them black when I move. These units here are the 12x12 paper holders from Michaels. There's 2 stacked on top of each other 3 times. Let me turn off my flash. So in these, if you buy these, they're really nice. A couple things is like, one, that if you have too much weight in them on top, the bottom drawer you have to force closed because it stops the lip. It kind of sags. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, there's like, it doesn't close all the way. The other thing is that if your paper has branding strip on it, they don't fit. So the inside of these drawers are 12x12, no bigger. So if your Graphic 45 won't fit in these because of the branding strips. Ciao Bella, Stamperia, which is, this is all Stamperia. There's some specialty paper and some rice paper in here. Scraps in here. Stampin' Up fits in there. And some more Stamperia scraps, and these are all Graphic 45 scraps, but I cut all the branding strips off of them. So yeah, just know that the paper pads themselves won't fit in these storage units, but you can see 2 of them fit nicely on top of one another in the units. So down here we have 8.5x11 paper in regular magazine file holders. Just cardstock, 65-pound cardstock. And then this is my coloring little wall there. It's just my coloring books. These 3 here are all 12x12 paper pads, some DCWV, some Paper Studio, older stuff. I did destash more than half of my paper about a year ago. And then here is 8.5x11, more 8.5x11 paper. These 2 baskets down here are full of my junk journaling supplies, and then some 8x8 paper pads on the right. This one's all junk journaling, this one's the 8x8 paper pads, and those baskets I got from Walmart. And then there is the Michaels washi tape storage, 2 of them stacked on top of each other. So you can see I kind of got it organized by theme. And I'm going to destash some of that. And then on top of this 3 unit piece here, or 1x3, I have, this was a milk, they called it a milk crate container from Michaels. They don't make them anymore, or at least none that I can see. And they house all my Spectrum Noir markers. I made these little paper triangles so that I designed them and made them on my Cameo so that the markers would sit at an angle and not fall out. So that's that. And it's just like one of the unfinished wood projects. I'll probably decoupage this, or at least paint it black. I haven't decided which. I have a makeup holder, acrylic makeup holder sitting on top, and the Arteza fine liner tin sitting precariously on top of that, along with my Spectrum Noir color chart there. We have some pictures and some stuff in the back there. Okay, moving on to my desk. Okay, so my desk, of course, the valances here on both windows I got from Lowe's probably like 6 years ago, so I don't know if they still have them. So, I'll start from the top and go down. These chairs, I'm going to move these chairs out of the way. This chair, they actually have these at Target. Let me show you. And I got these, they're $99, and I actually got them. Somebody must have bought them and didn't want them because they were like in the middle of my grocery store. We have Bueller's, which is a small grocery store chain in Ohio. And they were like just in the middle of the aisle. One of them was put together and one of them was still in a box. So I got a really good deal on those. Like they were $30 a piece, and I love them. And they're counter height, so I'm gonna move those out of the way. Okay, so here is a frame that I bought for filming. I have my camcorder on top of here on a flexible arm, and I also made this little light box out of paper and a desk lamp that look just like this. So when I'm filming, I have all these lights on, and this is what you're looking at. This is one of my Teflon mats, and it just slides underneath here. So here is my backdrop, and then a backdrop that I have, I want to say it's velcroed to this frame that I made, and I actually just like sawed some stuff and screwed it together. So that one's velcroed there. So put it down here, and that's up there. One of the reasons it's up there so that I have a good backdrop to take pictures on. Another reason is because if it's sunny, there I am, hi. If it's sunny, this window is going to leave shadows on my work surface, so I put that up there so that doesn't happen. And you can see the rest of this arm. I just used a hole saw. I drilled a hole in the top. The arm sits here and balances itself out. That's what I use for my videos, my YouTube videos. It's my camera. It is a 57X Vixia HFR 800. I think it was a couple $100. So, and then when I do live videos, I use my phone, and I use this contraption here, and that is just a arm with a phone attachment on it. So, I also have some stuff that I had some really cute stuff lined up back there, but the cat knocked it all off, so I have to retrieve it from underneath. Sorry. I have to retrieve it from underneath my desk, including my little Harry Potter jars. There's 2 more of those for each one of the houses, and they're gone. So, yeah. Okay, so I had to go to work, and this is 3 days later, so hopefully I don't forget anything. This is my main seating area again. A couple things have moved because it's later. I don't know if I said the valances came from Lowe's, probably like 6 years ago. And these 5x7 frames are actually just a Stampin' Up! Stamp. I think it was Willow Butterfly or something like that. So retired a long time ago. Just stamped and put on different colors with some ribbon. So making your own artwork's fun. Yeah, so my caddies, I think you can pretty much tell what's in those. Glue, scissors, pens, papers, rulers, just things I need to keep handy and things I haven't put away yet. And then we get into, these are stock kitchen cabinets from Lowe's. Pretty sure one of the names for them, because there's several different names for them, is like Hampton something. And this is a 12-inch unit. This is an 18-inch unit. That is a blind unit. And then this is another 18-inch unit. So we'll start with the 12-inch unit. And in this top drawer are some small embellishments. I have some post-it sticky note tape, which I use all the time. And then just some miscellaneous embellishments in this tray that I got from the Dollar Tree, I think, or no, the Dollar General at some point. And then, yeah, we have my entire stash of, oh, what are these things called? They're super cute, but I don't use them very often. And then just a few of my wood veneers. I have a whole stash of them in there. I got some stickers and some miscellaneous brads, and these are neat. I kind of wanted to put these on maybe some of my albums or pages. They're QR codes that can lead you to the videos, so I thought that would be neat. And then I have some extra brads because there's like a whole bunch of brads in the other container. They're heart-shaped. And then one of my favorite things ever is this right next to my seat, and in there I have my extra cutting mats, even the old ones that I need to get rid of. I have a shelf that has fallen that used to have smaller things on top of it, but I have my scoreboard and all my cutters in there except for my caterpillar. So anything that's like long, it goes in there. And the only thing I wish I had was like one of those pull out I don't on the sliders, but we'll get there. And then I have some catalogs for punching and a box for punching for my junk journals. And then down here I have a basket for 6x6 paper. I got that basket I think at Michael's, but they don't have them anymore. And another one that sits on top of this small drawer set from Adeptus. Sorry about that. Stick my finger in there and it focused on my finger. So as you can see that this is under my desk, so it takes away all my leg room. So that is something that has to be rectified. And yeah, so this unit measures, yeah, about 18 by 24. So this unit measures 18 by 24 and the drawers are like 3 inches deep. This is from Home Depot. It is not built as well as the IKEA ones because my daughter has an IKEA desk and it is much better. So in the top drawer I have my go-to pens and pencils, just a couple tapes, different adhesives. There's my little tape, I guess de-stickier with the powder in it. Let me turn on my flash. Okay. The second drawer is all my things that are sharp, including most of my blades or my cutters. The third drawer has my glitter and embossing and some perfect pearls, all the stuff that goes with those. And then we have more pens and my little screwdriver tool. And then we have some Cameo pins back there too, and a silicone ranger mat because it didn't fit anywhere else. You'll really like this if you do a lot of pre-made furniture. Polymer clay. And polymer clay and tools like pliers and wire cutters. My small hammer, a level, you know, you get the idea. Screwdriver nibs are in here. There we go. Okay, so that is that section there. Let's go on to this 18-inch drawer. Typically my caterpillar sits right here. I have 2 power strips. They're plugged into different outlets. One on the left wall and one on the back wall. Since I'm here, this is my 10th anniversary Twilight poster, and then a Breaking Dawn thing that I made in my Bath and Body Works wallflower. It has apple scent in it right now. I really like it. Okay, so the first drawer has my crafting supply budget. Again, one of these dividers from the Family Dollar. Some go-to stamps that I have. Sanders. Couple like glitter. It's kind of like the junk drawer of the craft room, but it's not too bad. I have post-it notes and my edge distressor. I have some jots, so kind of get the idea there. Okay, so that's the first drawer. The second drawer has my thickers in it, and all letter stickers actually. So for when I do Project Life, anything else that needs a letter sticker, these are all of them. So the big thickers are back there. I destashed about half of my thickers a few years ago. These are the smaller, these are like October Afternoon, Studio Calico, and then smaller stickers here, and then these are the Project Life ones up here. And then these little thank you round labels I thought I could use on like thank you envelopes. I got those from the glass bottles that I have my beads in. And then the bottom drawer is all bling and stickers. The bling I use a lot on my albums. Stickers, there's a couple wood veneers, anything in packages. These are all stickers. Anything except for letter stickers. And yeah, they stay good in there. So that's my 18-inch drawer. Back up to the top. This is my little fandom area, and I will have a little fandom area in my new place. I have a 32-inch, or 32, it's like a 20-inch TV that I hardly ever turn on. I don't have cable, so I do watch some videos, DVDs. There's my little Hunger Games Funko Pops. Okay, there's my little Hunger Games Funko Pops. These are my acrylic paints in these two containers from Target, the same as the Lavinia stamp containers. I have Bob Ross there, and a cup full of paintbrushes. And there's a Crown Royal bottle with some decoupage on it that I messed up. Just needs to be fixed. There is my Canon selfie that I need to unhook and figure out what's wrong with it because it stopped working. This shoe is from when my daughter was like 2. I don't know why I have it. And then there's my DVD player. All my DVDs, again in these containers from Target. I bought that Twilight journal set that's back there online. A couple of more Funkos and some more DVDs. That's my little area, my little fandom area. I have this light here for the desk space under it if it needs extra lighting, and that can be just easily removed. And there's PETA back there, Funko PETA. And then that is a gift my daughter got. It has little earrings on it, but I thought it looked neat, so I hung it up on an existing nail. These are laminate shelves from Lowe's with just some back brackets, and I highly recommend those if you don't have the means to get regular like cubie shelves, because that's how I started, is just with a whole bunch of these shelves. So it's a good stepping stone. They're fairly inexpensive and not too bad to put up. So I have a couple of my go-to punches and my creative memories, like little bitty guillotine punch there. And that guillotine punch I found at the thrift store for like $6. So score. These are Michael's cubes, the old Michael's cubes. I actually painted them black and did decoupage on them, so that's what they look like. have a video for that. I'll try and link it below. And in the cubes, I have the Copics that I do have, another brand of alcohol markers, Spica glitter pens. I have my Erin Condren pens, Mildliners, etc. Miscellaneous electric components in this one. There's my brayer and some other mixed media stuff. And then I have my long border strips back here. And then this magnetic We Are Memory Keepers cutting board. Right now I just have my embossing gun in this tote on the desk, but it doesn't go there. I have electrical components in there. And some ribbon and trim in here. That's actually all my seam binding. This is just miscellaneous cardstock that I have cut. This is from Target in the bathroom section, I think. And then this tray, this acrylic tray, is from the Dollar Tree. I just put all my Prima paints in there. Ooh. It's gonna glare. So yeah, all my Prima paints and some of my mixed media stuff go in there. I can pull that out if I want. And then my remote controls for my DVD player and my TV. Okay, and then the top, I have some blenders, some tarot cards, and other cards. Here, I have no idea how to read tarot cards. I just like the way they look. And then some miscellaneous stuff. We got some buttons and lace, one of the Graphic 45 matchboxes, some small stickers. Move my caterpillar out of the way. By the way, this cabinet is not permanent. It's not adhered to the wall. And the two pieces of cabinet, they don't, they're not connected, nor do I have them silicone. So there's a gap here, but my cutter covers it, so it's okay. The second drawer, I have bling, enamel dots, and Teresa Collins and Tim Holtz letter stickers. And the bottom drawer, big chipboard letters, other letters, and even more letters. That's what's in that. And again, I decoupage this with rice paper from ASC. Okay. This is my trash can. It's from Target. It's not really a trash can. It's some kind of bin container. But I needed a trash can with a lid, and I usually keep it on the top of my desk because my dog likes eating my trash and getting it all over the place. Okay, of course the dog is not partial. She'll eat anything. In this top drawer, I have all my inking supplies in these little bins from, I think, the Dollar Tree. And this is all my ink tools, and then some of the pads that go with them, and then there's sponges and pads in there. I have my cleaning stamp cleaner, and then all my acrylic blocks. That's the Stampin' Up! Set of acrylic blocks. My Hogwarts stamp. Some paper towels in there from the last time I was using them. And then in the blind cabinet, I really do not like this blind cabinet. Just saying, I wish I had a turntable because it's impossible to get anything out of there. So what I have in there right now are like memories that need to be scrapbooked. Like every year my daughter was in high school, I had a folder for her, or a big envelope, and that's what's in there. I also keep my backdrop, my black crushed velvet backdrop, some toilet paper for my allergies so I can blow my nose, and a roll of paper towels, some cement for my plastics, and we'll go back up. Okay, so this is another one of those closet made cubes. It is like I said, the mini closet made cubes. I don't think they make them anymore. When they did make them, they had these little there they are. In the back you can see you could add these brackets to hang them on the wall, so that's what I did. That's Madison's senior picture up there. And then on top, I use these Dollar Tree containers. Every once in a while in their craft section, they'll get new containers. And then there's some other containers there too. And I made little potion bottles. So those are my sequins. That's how I store my sequins. I don't have any other sequins that I know of. And they're just by color. I got just a few smaller bottles that I added for accents. And then this big bottle here that used to have Prima flowers in it has my Tim Holtz skulls and pumpkins in it. Go down, there are half of my Prismacolor set. And my brother had, in his wedding, had these mason jar cups, and everybody got one, so I have Madison's and I have mine. And then I got an extra one because he put a nickname on it. This is a small mason jar. It has my it has my odorless paint thinner in it. The ones that I use to blend. These are all my mini Tim Holtz ink, distress inks, and then these are my blenders. They look like makeup brush blender things. There's the rest of my Prismacolors. This is my inspiration for this is the Ford Anglia micro machine. It's going to be my little inspiration, one of my inspirations for the miniature Hogwarts I'm going to build. And here's Harry. And then I have some more. My camera's there. Harry is smashed. I have a room spray. And then technically this isn't my daughter's area, but I've kind of taken it over. So some of this is hers. The rocks are hers. The anime is hers. And the make your own crystal geodes is hers. She's going to be a geologist, so she has rock stuff. And then this is all her stuff for school. And her controller, her video game controller thing. This is a package that has to go out. And then under this side, this opening here isn't even big enough for one of those chairs. It was big enough for the stool that I originally had, but alas. So this is one of those Michael's container holder shelf things, and it's actually broke because my daughter put her foot on it, and it's made of board, so it just press board, so it just kind of broke through. And each one of those are labeled junk journaling, Christmas, more Christmas, Christmas beads, and then at the very bottom I have some miniature stuff. I have a picture frame stuck in there that I need to do something with. Probably a Lavinia stamp little set. And then that is some paper on the other side there, and a coloring book. And then these drawers are my daughter's. I won't go through them too much, but she has stuff. Journals, more stuff. And more stuff. Textbooks. And brings us to some ribbon storage and such. This is one of those hooks that you just put on the wall. It's removable, and I have a whole bunch of tassels that I've made, and then all my washi samples that I got from swaps. All my washi samples that I got from swaps I just put on a ring. And then here's my ribbon storage. So this is a closet made door, over the door hanger, that's what it's called. And it's actually screwed to the door, so keep that in mind. I have hollow doors, and I can always fill them, use the wood filler in them. And nobody ever sees these doors anyways, especially since this door is directly behind that door. So this will be a guest bedroom again, or for the first time ever. once I move my scrapbook room. So I'll put some wood filler on it. Maybe I'll paint it. I don't know. They're hollow doors. I don't know if I said that. The top three, almost the entire top three are all Stampin' Up! Ribbons. And then they go in rainbow order till about there. And then I go by size. And all my smaller ribbons down here. Just have some whatever spray this is because I just stuck it there. I have my little Santoro Gorgeous Girls door sign I got with my last order. And then in order for the ribbon not to fall through these, I lined each of the bottom ones with a 4-inch piece of cardstock, which that one's coming out, but you can see here. Just a 4-inch piece of cardstock to keep those ribbons from going through and turning sideways like they would. And if you don't have it full, it's going to move. And when you open and close your door, the ribbons roll back and forth like that. So you may even want to put something behind them so they stay where they're supposed to. And now for the worst part of the room is the closet. I'm going to give you an overview and then I'm going to move stuff out of the closet so you can see the stuff that's supposed to be in the closet. So the top of the closet has extra albums and boxes, Project Life boxes that have different things in them, including Project Life, page protectors, some silk flowers back there, some unaltered alterable stuff, my vinyl, some more flowers. And then on the back wall I got some 1x2s with my stickles, but I'll show you those in just a second. I'm going to move all this stuff off of the floor that shouldn't be there. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I emptied the bottom of my closet and this is what I come up with. I found my first set of Gorgeous Girl stamps. Wait, my dog wants to see what's in my closet. My first set of Gorgeous Girl stamps, my Proxon that I haven't got to use yet because I don't have room for it. Some planner stuff, the Proxon box, an extra Project Life. This is a project that I'm in the middle of. That is, I want to put one of those in one of those plastic boxes. My Proxon box and my Tim Holtz stamp box, stamp plate platform box. I haven't decided if I'm getting rid of that yet because it's a really nice box. It's one of those adult things, right? My acrylic, pour acrylic stuff, resin, that's what it's called. My Tim Holtz mirrors for my book nooks, and then I had this circle light thing in there. So it's amazing how much stuff will fit in the bottom of a closet. I had a couple and then these big long sticks of plastic for my miniatures that I haven't built yet. And I found a cute piece of 3/16 or styrofoam board. So on the back of this door is another door hanger. You can see it's quite a bit smaller. These are only like 12 inches and then the ones on the front are like 18 inches. And I can't remember what brand this is, but maybe Rubbermaid. It's not an over the door hanger. It just gets stuck. You hear my dog. It just gets stuck completely screwed into the wall. And this is all my mixed media and paint stuff for the most part. Nova, quit. She's very interested in that can of clear coat. Yeah, some spray paints and clear coats and spray adhesives. Some extra bottles with tips, all that good stuff. Okay, so we'll start in the top of the closet. We'll give you a detailed breakdown of what's in there. all the way over there, Project Life albums that won't fit in my case and that don't have anything in them. They stopped selling them, so I kind of stocked up. We have other albums. There's a Graphic 45 Matchbox album, the big one, I think. Those are greeting cards I need to do something with. I have 2 containers full of those, a giant roll of vinyl, a smaller roll of vinyl, boxes for shipping if I have to ship anything. There is a boat model back there, I think, some kind of model, miniature model. And then there's my guide thingy roller for my Cameo. And then some miscellaneous picture frames and shadow boxes, fake flowers. All my D-rings and stuff are in that big paint can. I think I'll get rid of that. I'll just put them in with my jewelry. And then these are all my Project Life boxes that have page protectors in them, and then some of them are empty. I use them for projects. I may change that, but they're really nice boxes. And then over here is kind of like a vinyl and HTV station. On the top, single sheet vinyl and HTV that came with my Cameo 4. Contact paper, white vinyl, pink vinyl, black vinyl. And then these are my fake plant things for miniatures. And then, as I said before, on the back wall, I just took some 1x2s with 3-inch screws and screwed them right into the wall. It gave me, I didn't even paint them, it gave me somewhere to put my stickles and sprays. So I may do something similar to that, or I may come up with a different solution. I have a couple ideas, depends on how much they cost. And that lines the back of my closet. We'll start over here. It may get kind of loud because I'm very close to the microphone because I'm standing in the closet. These are finished jewelry projects. More vinyl. These are miniature books for jewelry. And more jewelry. These containers are from, I think this one's from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. This one's from Michael's, and these are from Target. I even have an empty one down here. Yay for me. And then this entire plastic organizer that's dusty because it's in the closet is full of punches. And for the most part, the drawers hold up really well. So if you don't mind the plastic drawers, and that's why they're in here, is because I don't particularly care for the plastic drawers, then this is a great punch storage option. Some of my punches don't fit very well, like something is stuck. I think this one's stuck. Yeah. But you can hold a lot of punches in this. Very inconvenient when you have things sitting in front of it on the floor like I do most of the time, but it's a great punch storage. Okay, and then our bigger punches, the ones that don't fit, they sit on top of this. This is a closet made, and it doesn't match my craft room at all. That's why it's in the closet. And I have these shoe boxes that hold my 6x6 paper pads. They're plastic shoe boxes. I'm not sure where they came from. And there's 6x6, 6x6, and 4x6. And those are, well, besides the 2 that are on top of the Adeptus, those are all my 6x6 paper pads. Okay, let's go to this side. So, over here, I had somebody make this for me. It is very similar to the stamp and storage one, but it's too big to fit in my IKEA thingies. So, but I keep my stamp pad. Is that yeah, that's a cleaner. Some of my wood block stamps, basically all of my wood block stamps are in here. It fits them really well. But it's the same as the stamp and storage one. I think it's the same dimension, so you can definitely get it from there. And then I have some ink pads. Basically all the ink pads that aren't on that one closet made shelf are in here. And then some chalky. And sitting on that is all my foam for stamps. And these are all page dividers. If I wanted to put my stamps in a binder, I could. My little foam tippy things. This is just a box to be altered, and this is a set of stamps from Wild and Free collection from a long time ago. And then these boxes are from the Dollar Tree, and they hold my cards, my scraps, my card bases, and my tags. I think they're actually labeled on the opposite side, which doesn't do me a whole lot of good, but... And then back here, I have a couple miniatures that I have to do yet, like the DIY kits. And that's part of them. I have some extra shelves that I haven't used. A couple more containers full of miscellaneous things. Those little shoe boxes, I like those. And these are from the Dollar Tree. I have scraps, ATC cards, or ATC card size stuff. These are like chipboard from, they're too thin just to be chipboard, you know what I mean? A couple of Project Life things with paper scraps in them. This is a Frozen collection. I think this is a, I'm not sure what that is, or it used to be something. And then all my Harry Potter stuff is in here, which may be where my Harry Potter missing paper is. I'm going to look now. Some planner stuff, planner stickers that I have to cut, planner stickers that I have cut. More of those boxes, some of them labeled, and those labels are removable. An altered shelf that I have to finish with decoupage. And then down here is another project. This is my brother's wedding album. I haven't finished yet. These are all the pictures that go with it, and those are the Project Life kits that go with it. So, having said that, that is the end of the room tour. I'll give you one more pan around. So this may be one way to organize your smallish room. If you have a 10 by 13, I know it's not the smallest room, but it gives you an idea. And again, I'll post the pictures of my scrap room throughout the year, or throughout the years. This is like 12 years in the making. So there's a lot of things that aren't in here that I have that are craft related. I have an airbrush gun. I have a lot of miniature stuff. I have perler beads, a lot of them. My acrylic paints, like my easel. My canvases aren't here. Everything that's not paper crafting related is already in the basement. One of the reasons I'm reluctant to go down in the basement is because this dog is the only dog that can make it down the steps. The other ones are afraid. They're scared of the steps. So, but then again, she's pretty much the only one that comes in here with me. So yeah, I'm excited to start this next chapter of my crafting. I don't know what you would call it. My crafting adventure. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and got some quick tips and tricks on how to store things. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.